Hey fellas, how you doing? It's Johnny. You know, it's interesting, guys, because I get quite a proportionate amount of comments from guys on YouTube talking about looks. Sometimes people comment on the way I look, or they said that they're not attractive enough. And this whole kind of discussion on I'm ugly, I'm no good enough. So, sorry, it's interesting because I was working with a friend of mine today on my 6 weeks program. And we were talking about stuff. We were talking about stuff that's, stuff that's quite uncomfortable for most people to talk about. I'm used to it because it's kind of the conversations I have a lot of the time with people. But this was a conversation I had to have with myself many years ago, and that is not feeling good enough, feeling unattractive, feeling rejected, feeling ugly. And it's interesting because I said to my friend today, I said, all the beautiful things I've created in my business, in my own personal development, in my dating life, and definitely through helping other people and helping you guys, has come from a place of insecurity. It's come from that. And I don't like the word ugly because it's a very horrible word, but I'm stressing a point. My beauty in myself and teaching others in my work has come from ugliness. I grew up in a rough area. There was a lot of violence. Hell of a lot of violence. It wasn't pretty, it was reality. People were struggling, people didn't have much money, there was not much trust, there was a lot of violence, it was ugly. And when I went into the boxing gym, it was ugly. I was watching the sparring, seeing people get hit and knocked down and the thudding, and it scared me. But within that ugliness, I found the real beauty. I really found the real beauty in the ugliness. And I found that in myself. I found that in myself years ago, when I thought I used to think I was ugly. People wouldn't see that in me now because I've worked on myself, and that's not how I feel about myself on the inside, and I don't project that. And I said to my student today, there's nothing ugly about you. You've got to start learning to create from that place of insecurity. There's loads of teachings out there that will talk about being positive and being optimistic, and I think that's important, but sometimes it's very difficult to work to get yourself into that state when you don't feel that way. So I tell people, work from where you're at. So I got really inspired to go out and to inquire. So what I've done is, I've gone out today, I've played on a little bit of humour here. So don't be offended by the clips, because people sometimes watch videos misinterpret it. I've gone up to women and I've told them that I don't feel good, I feel unattractive, I feel ugly, and I feel insecure. Now I personally don't think there's any ugly human being in the world. I don't believe that anyone is ugly. I believe that ugliness is a mindset. It's a place that we can be psychologically, but I don't think anyone is ugly looking. I think that's a very cruel, unkind thing to say. I was called ugly when I was younger, and it wasn't nice and it wasn't true. So I said it in my videos years ago, the ugly guy mindset. I was in the ugly guy mindset, and I worked from that place and I transcended into the attractive mindset. But it doesn't mean that sometimes I don't fall into those places. I'm a human being. But I said to my student today, I've become excited at being in those places. I'm not afraid to go into those places. So you're going to see some clips of me going out speaking to women. So interesting to see the psychology that it's still nothing bad happens. Like there was 2 girls that I spoke to that actually embraced me going over, because I said I'm ugly, I said I feel insecure and I don't know what to say, but it came from a very confident place. So ugliness is not really about how you look, it's the place it comes from. But I'm not going to dispute the fact that if you don't brush your teeth, if you look a complete mess, if you don't make an effort, you are going to be judged on that. You can't get away from that. And if you look at my earlier videos, I made a lot of mistakes. I didn't look very presentable. I know my hair isn't always groomed the best, so I'm learning this myself. So you've got living proof to know that I've been doing this myself. The more confident I've got in myself, it's projected out. So if I look better now on the outside, that's only because that's a representation that I've got better on the inside. And this is literally a reality that I created for myself by changing my thinking. And don't say to me, guys, don't say to me it's not easy, because it's not fucking easy. It wasn't easy for me. It's not supposed to be easy. It's not supposed to be easy. The difficulty is where the growth comes from, is where the self-confidence comes from, and the self-love. But no, women are not going around persecuting you, pointing fingers saying you're ugly. You're doing it to yourself. You're making yourself ugly so you can make yourself attractive. So me going out and talking to these women is a metaphor for saying What is the worst that's going to happen when you go up and you speak to people? As long as you're honest and you're congruent, and congruent can mean different things to different people, but I like to say we'll have a universal congruency, which is we'll always work from a place of honesty, and then we'll calibrate that honesty according to your culture, your personality, your social awareness, and how you adjust to people in the world. And I wanted to inspire you and to say to you, it's not true, but you're making it true. And you wouldn't have believed me if you met me. If you met me years ago, you would never have believed that I could have been doing what I'm doing now. And these are the changes that I see people making on my 6 weeks program. They're literally growing by the week. They are transforming out of the ugly guy mindset. Now, let me just get something right. I'm not just talking about ugliness on the physical beauty side. I'm talking about your lifestyle, how you live. If you're doing a job that you don't enjoy and you're not enjoying it, sometimes that's being in an ugly guy mindset. It's not just your physical, it's the spiritual. When I was signing on at the job centre, I was in an ugly state. I was angry, I was hateful. So I had to work on these things. But what I want to share with you is I want to make it very clear. I can fall into those states even though I'm successful woman. I do a job that I love, my business is successful, but I do fall into these states, but I'm excited. And I fell into that state today. I was out filming with Naz and I couldn't get in the mood. I didn't feel motivated, but I created from where I was and I made it beautiful. I turned ugly into beauty. And the way I do that is with honesty. So if we're in an ugly position in our life, we can transcend from that ugly position and we can make our life beautiful. But we can't do it sitting at home, joking off, complaining, blaming the world, blaming me, blaming other people. We'll not change. And when you get this realization, I can't even explain to you how exciting it is and how revealing and how relieving it is that you don't have to be perfect. Successful is not perfectionism. Attractiveness is not being perfect. I've said it before, it will only get you so far. I'm not the best looking guy, but I am very charming. I've cultivated something that's a quality that I have. So that's a quality, that's where I get my confidence from my ability to communicate with people and to talk and to be honest with them and to put my energy across. I've never thought I'm the best looking guy. I'm not the worst looking guy. I don't beat myself up. I do the best I can with what I have. So if you start working on yourself and you start living with more integrity and practicing and doing all the things I've been talking about on the channel over the coming months and years, you will pull out of this position, but you have to take action. And I've said it before, when you move forward, God moves forward with you, or the universe moves forward with you, or things happen, you get around the right people, you inspire one another. So enjoy the video, stop complaining, stop blaming, try it. Stop trying to be perfect, stop trying to be attractive, and work from where you're at and move forward. Move forward despite feeling ugly. When I was going out in London years ago, a couple of years ago, do you guys not think that I didn't have insecurities going up to women that were very attractive and I had loads of anxiety? I did it despite those feelings. I wanted to disprove it wasn't true. When I got the proof, I got more scared, and I got a feeling you guys are scared because I was scared of success. I was scared to get these women. There's part of me, there was two parts of me. One, didn't deserve these women and to live a happy life. Another side of me knew I could get it, but I was terrified of it. I was terrified of getting a success because I knew I could do it. And that's one of the biggest fears I see with students I work with on a 6 weeks program. They're afraid not to succeed, but they're terrified to succeed because succeeding means changing. It means having to admit you're wrong, you're blaming people. Sometimes when you're successful, you need to apologize to a lot of people for the blaming, the hating, the jealousy, being judgmental, because you've disproved it all and you've got it. The thing is, you can't blame anyone, it's back to yourself. And it's exciting because then you've got a right to feel entitled. You feel entitled and you deserve women. And that's really what people are attracted to. Let's just not look at women. People are attracted to... You're making it happen. You're making it happen. So you have to go forward despite all your negative beliefs and all the feelings and do it anyway. That's how I done it. No fucking bullshit. This is what I learned from a council estate growing up. And that's what I love about where I come from. There was ugliness, but there was a lot of beauty there. I learned dedication, I learned fucking discipline, I learned no bullshit, no marketing, no pretend, getting out, making it happen, and finding beauty in the ugliness, finding it and digging it out of the ground. And you have to find it in you. It's in you, but you have to find it. Enjoy the process, and thank you very much for watching my YouTube channel. I'm passionate. Subscribe to my channel. Stop making excuses because you've got too much talent. Sorry, excuse me. Hi, can I just bother you? I feel like crap today. I feel unattractive and I feel insecure and I want to come say hello.
Hi.
I just feel rubbish. I don't know. I don't know if I can start a conversation with anyone.
I hope you feel better now.
Nice to meet you. I'm Johnny. I just feel so much pressure to impress you.
Oh, thank you. Have a lovely evening.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. Hello. How you doing? You alright? I feel insecure today. I feel rubbish. I feel ugly.
Sorry?
I feel insecure today. I feel ugly and I feel like really negative.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel like that. I'm trying to speak to people and I don't feel good.
No, come on. You have to be happy.
Well, I just feel unattractive and I feel scared and very insecure and very embarrassed.
No, don't feel like that.
All right. Thank you. You're very kind.
I think it's because tomorrow's Monday, so...
No, I don't think it's today. It's just how I feel today. I'm scared of girls. I don't know what to say. When I speak to girls, I get nervous.
Really?
Yeah. Nice to meet you, Johnny.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for being kind. You guys are very kind. You guys are very kind. I thought you were going to reject me. I always have pressure, you know, that when I speak to a woman, I have to impress her. I have to say the right thing and be really handsome.
That is not true.
Really?
You have to be yourself. Yeah, you have to be yourself.
So
It's not necessary to impress or be polite or be whatever.
well, how do I be myself if I don't believe in myself?
You have to believe in yourself.
You need to work on that.
How do I work on that?
You need to do...
The things that you like.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Well, I like to talk to women. I just don't feel good about it. Actually, now I feel better. I feel better for telling you the truth. Now I feel attractive. Now I feel good. Now I feel safe. Wow, you girls are friendly. That's good. I'm going to try this on more people because it's scary. Lovely to meet you. All right. Thank you. All right. Pleasure. Bye. Excuse me. Hello. How you doing?
Great.
I just feel today I feel really unattractive and really rubbish.
Okay.
I wanted to say hello to you, but I just feel I feel a bit insecure about coming over and speaking.
That's really nice of you, but I think I have to go. Because I'm meeting my brother now.
That's all right. I'm going to walk this way anyway. I wanted to tell you the truth. That's how I felt. Nice to meet you, Johnny.
Nice to meet you, Veronica.
Hello, friend. Hello, Veronica. Where are you from?
I'm from Germany.
Oh, nice. I like Germany.
That's cool.
What did you think of my honesty? I don't feel like that no more. I've changed.
Great.
Now I feel, without being arrogant, attractive, calm, and friendly.
Attractive, calm, and friendly.
Yes.
Okay. That's cool.
Can let my hand go.
Yeah, I think so.
Where part of Germany are you from?
Munich. Yeah,
Munich.
have you ever been to Germany?
No, I haven't been to. No, I've been to Cologne actually.
Okay. Yeah, very
it was nice.
Yeah, it was a pleasure talking to you, but I think I have to go now.
You running off?
Yeah.
All right, lovely to meet you. All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Pleasure. I hope you enjoyed the videos, fellas. And just the final takeaway is two things I want to leave you with, just to simplify it. First one is it's just to go out and to socialise with women and with men and people, and disprove that you are ugly and you're not worth anything, and start getting positive reference experience and some negative too. Get around people and socialise and start from where you're at. I've lost track now. Sorry, this happens to me sometimes. And the second thing I want you to do is, sorry, I've had a brain freeze. We're going to keep this running. So the first thing I want you to do is to go out and to socialise with people and disprove that you're ugly by talking to people. The second thing I want you to do is I want you to focus on building the kingdom within. And I'll tell you exactly what I mean by that, and I've been saying this on the 6-week program. I want you to work on your integrity. I want you to stop lying in your life. I want you to stop cheating, stealing, and doing anything that's going to not make you feel good about yourself. Because I know when I was doing those things or anything close to that, it made me feel shitty about myself, and it undid all the good things I was doing in my life. So if you want to feel good entirely, work on your integrity, and this is something I work on every day, and it's very challenging, but yet it's very rewarding. So first one is go out, socialise with people and disprove that you're, all these rubbish voices in your head are not true. And then the second one is to work on your integrity, to be honest in your relationships, not to cheat, not to lie. Do your best to cut pornography out, anything that's going to affect you spiritually, and you'll see the difference, all right? Listen, before you go, I really appreciate the support. Guys are always asking how they can contribute to my channel. If you share the video, if you tell a friend, I would really appreciate it. Share it on your Facebook, your Twitter, subscribe to the channel. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. And I also want to invite you guys to go to my website, www.johnnyberba.com. I'm not selling anything in this video. I just want you to join my mailing list, and I'll tell you why. Because I write amazing articles that is all around these areas of social anxiety, social confidence, personal development, a bit of a spiritual touch to it as well. If you get on my newsletter, I don't send these articles out every day because these articles take me hours to write, but I send them out maybe once a month, and you'll get to read these articles, and they're really powerful, they're really transformative. So get on my newsletter, go to my website, and put your email in, and you'll be on the mailing list. You'll be able to connect with me that way, and this is really going to help you because I want to connect with you guys on a much deeper level, not just with the videos. I want you to connect with you on the writing, and I spend a lot of time writing, and as I said, I'm not going to send you spam mail, and of course if you don't want to join my newsletter, that's completely fine, but this is the sort of topics I'm covering. Thank you for the support, I really appreciate it. Guys, always let me know if there's things that you'd like me to talk about. The worst I can say is no, because I'm still learning. I want to make this channel amazing, but the main message is to manage your social anxiety through the practicality of honesty and through also incorporating integrity into your life, and that is how you become attractive to women and successful in life. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Enjoy the process.